Honestly, watching this show has me very afraid because people are still single in their 40s, going on 50s, and it is still trash. So let's talk about episode 29. I'm going to go ahead and link the original video in the description box below. So let's begin with contestant number one. I just feel like they did this man so dirty, and I understand they didn't like his personal style, they didn't like his hair, they didn't like his shoes, but I feel like they wasn't trying to hear him out. But honestly, the girl with the black dress had more issues than anyone can solve anyways, and I feel as though they were just so hung up on his appearance as far as like his clothes that they didn't really want to hear the character of the person. So I'm not really disappointed in that, because as you continue on with the show, some of the men also did not want a woman that wanted them. So it's vice versa. There's things that we all can learn and try to compromise before we just so quick to say no. But maybe he'll find someone else that isn't on the show. I mean, he is getting public recognition, and that also can bring people that was more his vibe, more his speed, his way. And I feel like the girl with the silver pants could have gave him a chance, because they kind of had like similar styles, but other than that, he did not leave with a match. Contestant number two, he just didn't know what he want. He honestly did not describe any kind of characteristics about what he was looking for in a woman besides her beauty. He wants someone to sit there and look cute. And the women did not really take this very well, because, we're much more than our beauty. So they start to reject him, and he begin being petty, talking about their teeth, and it was not good. Now everyone is pretty much in a defense mode to protect their ego. So that's how I knew that he wasn't going to get a match. Now I do feel like he did want the lady in the green dress, but he wasn't her type. But I feel like just based off career wise, they had something in common. But I think it was just his overall attitude. If he would have came with a better attitude, I think that they would have been open to him. But since he came off the bat being kind of aggressive because he didn't like the response that he was getting, it kind of put people left a bad taste in their mouth. So that's why. So let's get into contestant number three. And I just feel like his overall personal style and the shape of his body and the hair was off-putting. If he would have dressed a little bit better and kind of changed the hairstyle a little bit, his personality is very good. Like, he has that going for himself. He's very smart, he's very intelligent, and he's actually open to a relationship. But my suggestion would be of him going to the gym and working out. If he would lose some weight and maybe change the hairstyle at the top, I feel like that it would definitely work in his favor, because again, I do enjoy his personality. He's very smart, he's very kind, he has a good head on his shoulders. But I just think that he needs to take better care of himself, and it shows. Yes, he has a career, he's a librarian, but the physical attraction is also important as well, because everyone should take care of themselves. But an overall good guy, once he make those changes, he'll be good. Now, contestant number four, he came out with like this bubbly, over energetic energy, which it kind of threw me off because I wasn't like expecting that. But again, I think he could have been just nervous. I didn't like the tight pants and his stance. It's just something about the stance that I did not like. It was just making me kind of uncomfortable in a sense. And he had a personal type and preferences as well, but I feel like his preferences just didn't want him. I do feel as though that he did want the lady in the green dress, and she was so beautiful, she was so attractive. I think she was a nurse, so I think that he did want her initially, but she just did not want him. And here go the girls asking all kinds of questions, and he actually did get someone that actually preferred him, but he at the last minute said that he has a preference and she was not. So she had to go ahead and pop her balloon, and he even gave her like this sister girl hug. So contestant number 5, I didn't really like the outfit with the hat. It just wasn't giving, but I have to remember that these men are older, so they have their own personal sense of style. But I think the hat, I wanted to see what he looked like without the hat, because I feel like it was kind of hiding his face. Now, I think the issue was with him is that he had young children, because he decided to have children later on in life, and the woman was not trying to start over. And I understand that. I get that, because who wants to start over, raising children? But I feel like he was such a nice guy. He was a sweet guy. And honestly, I was worried that he was not going to find anybody, because the women were definitely standing on business when it comes to the children's subject. But honestly, I was glad that he found somebody to match. He matched with a girl with the flowery dress on, and just because she doesn't mind children, which I felt like it was good, because he was really sweet and he was looking for something, and I feel like she was honestly willing to compromise with him, which a lot of people on the show was not trying to do. So I was honestly just happy for him. Now, the last but not least was the Jamaican bombshell, and he was very handsome, but I feel like he was just throwing people off with his energy, because again, he was being very like sexual, I guess, in nature, because I mean, that's how they felt when he was licking his lips. Well, that's just what one contestant said, but I feel like it's because he's from Jamaica, and the foreigners, he wanted a green card, so I feel like people were on high alert because he was extra charming. But then again, he really was just looking for his preferences, but I feel like his preferences again just did not want him. He wanted I think his preferences were lighter skinned women, and all the lighter skinned women did not want him at all. So I guess they felt something, or he just wasn't their type, because I think he said he was a model and they want him to have something stable and things of that nature. So that was not going to work for them, which I understand, because they want something established. But she was willing to have him be a sneaky link, and he was like, no, you're not my type, you're not my preference. So he also did not leave with a match. Now, it was a total of only one match this episode, which I thought it would be more, but it's always a hit or miss, and this is based because she doesn't know what her contestant's type is, and they never know what they're going to get. Do I feel like they could have matched another couple? I think so. Like I said, I think the girl in the green dress could have dated the guy with the pop collar. I feel like the guy with the cowboy could have dated the girl with the purple dress on. But what do you guys think of this episode? Comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.